Rush Limbaugh is going to start out with some stuff that's bad. He's going to graduate to vile, and by the end, he's going to be a lunatic. Okay, it's going to be sheer madness. So you don't want to miss the end because he ties it all in his grand theory. I couldn't wait for it, and when I got to it, I was like, okay, good. I finally have the answer I was looking for what these guys are up to. Okay, here's Rush Limbaugh on his program.
From the time of my birth 57 years ago to today, this country has grown and expanded. Prosperity has opened its doors for more and more people around the world, not just people born in this country. We know the stories of Asians immigrating and running rings around people born in this country academically in California. We know all about the immigration, legal and illegal, to get into the country. We know that the standard of living has risen. We know that technological advancement is going along at light speed. And yet during this period of time, whether it be the last 57 years or be it the last 20 years, it seems that a majority of the black population has remained angry, frustrated, and behind. They've been left behind. They're acting like they've been left behind, and of course we've heard that this is because of racism, natural, systemic, institutional racism in America, that we are unfair, that this country is just horrible and rotten. Do you ever ask yourself how it is that people not even born here can come here and in a few short years begin prospering in school, their own business, and yet people who are born in this country somehow have been raised to hate it, to think they're still back in the days of slavery? I actually think, after studying all this acorn stuff and reading what Stanley Kurtz has written about this, I actually believe that what has taken place here, in addition to liberal Democrat legislation, such as the Great Society and the War on Poverty, which a lot of people will now acknowledge really busted up the black family by the government taking the place of a husband and father. They're just free to roam around and bear no responsibility. The mother remained the mother. She got the financial assistance from this legislation from the federal government. The federal government became the father. Father didn't have to hang around in order for the kids to be okay, depending on how you define okay. And as you study more and more of this acorn stuff, you find that it has been part of an entire movement that has been going on for 2, maybe 3 decades right under our noses. We thought that it was just liberal welfare policies and all that that kept blacks from progressing while other minorities grew and prospered, but no. It is these wackos, from Bill Ayers to Jeremiah Wright to other anti-American, Afrocentric black liberation theologists, working with Acorn, and Barack Obama is smack dab in the middle of it. They have been training young black kids to hate this country. And they trained their parents before that to hate this country. It was a movement. It was a Bill Ayers anti-capitalist, anti-American educational movement. Acorn is how it was implemented, right under our noses. They're doing far more, folks, than just cheating when it comes to elections and registration. They are in deep in this mortgage crisis. Acorn and Obama and Barney Frank and Chris Dodd, the Democrat Party, have their fingerprints all over the subprime mortgage crisis. The whole concept of affordable housing was people who can't afford a mortgage are going to get one because America is unfair. It has been a movement. It has been a religion. And Obama and Jeremiah Wright and William Ayers were all up to their big ears in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I mean, and you wonder how racism is fostered in this country.
Gee, I wonder how it got into people's heads.
First of all, it all started with, I get the sense that, in other words, his read on the black community, his well-immersed, well-studied, well-researched read on the black community is that they're angry.
And that they've been left behind. I thought the Christian right wanted to be left behind. I'm getting confused on that one. But all right, we'll leave that one be. Let's get to the essence of it. He thinks that there is a conspiracy across the country led by Bill Ayers, Reverend Wright,
right, and other militant black or black members of the black theologians. I think
anti-American, Afrocentrist,
yeah.
African
theologians, right?
Theologians that are, African empowerment, something about that lines that are all radicals, and Obama's up to his big ears in it.
Obama and Ayers are up in their big ears.
Now, look, if you're a Rush Limbaugh listener, I want to ask you, are you really this stupid? That's a real question. Do you really believe that Ayers and Reverend Wright and Acorn and Obama got together in a smoke-filled room and they were like, whoa, let's teach our kids, our black kids, which Bill Ayers is white, but that's a whole other thing, to hate America. Yeah. To hate America. And then what will that accomplish? What was the point of that conspiracy? And why did they do it? I mean, you have to be nuts to believe this stuff. You have to be off your rocker to believe this stuff. But so many of those stupid ditto heads, they listen to his program and they go, oh yeah, Rush has got to figure it out.
And what do? They go home and they tell their friends and they tell their families, they tell their coworkers everything that Rush said, and they perpetrate this bullshit. Excuse me.
And you know what? What is Acorn? Now they've got this as an umbrella thing like Acorn. Oh my God, they're the ones that led this conspiracy. Acorn is a group that is meant to help poor people with mundane issues like housing, voting, etc. And now they've done a worldwide conspiracy to hate America and to teach black kids to be militant. Look, that is 100% false lie, and it is done specifically to breed racism in this country.